And welcome back to Good Neighbors. The time has flown, and we're going to get right back into our conversation with the president, the executive director, let's say, of the BBB of North Central Texas, the Better Business Bureau, Mrs. Monica Horton. And when we left off, we were talking about, of course, the disputes that are being resolved through your organization, and of course also the various individuals or organizations that fly through a town when there's time of despair, time of destruction, time of distress, to prey on people and their finances because of the services they need. But the flip side of it is that you have some positives going on because of people using your organization in the benefit or for the advantage of businesses. Can you give us insight on that?
Yes, we have seen the trend over the past couple years, and it may have something to do with the economy, but consumers are researching the business before they buy and really checking it out and being more frugal with their spending. So the number of pre-purchase inquiries, that's what we call when a consumer calls to check on a company and see what we have to say about them, has skyrocketed, and the number of complaints has gone down. So we feel like the BBB business reviews that we issue on a company are helping those consumers and maybe steering them away from, businesses that consumers have already had a bad experience with. And we do, funnel consumers to BBB accredited businesses. We are supported by BBB accredited businesses who support our services. On the flip side of that, if you do business with a company that is accredited with us, there is a set of standards that they must meet, and their file is reviewed every year to make sure that they are meeting our standards for accreditation. If a consumer calls us and says, I need a roofer, we can definitely point them in the right direction, and it's going to go, we're going to talk to them and tell them about the BBB accredited businesses, and these are businesses that you can trust.
Now, for someone to realize that a business is accredited, besides them saying I'm accredited, what documentation, what symbol, what logo should they look for?
There is a BBB logo, and it has accredited business on the bottom of it, but we encourage the consumers to, it's very easy, it's free to do, go online and check it out. When they see that logo, or if someone tells them that they're accredited, go ahead and touch base with us and check with us to make sure that is the case. It'll have a BBB logo, and it'll say accredited business on that record. The con artists use our name as well.
I was going to say, yeah, they can, copy, paste, bat out,
There's been some bad ones hijack the logo and use it, and we do have, our trademark violations department and that kind of thing that goes after them, but don't let that be the sole, deciding factor. When you see any logo or any claims and promises that they're making, you need to follow through with it and check it out and make sure what they're saying is true.
That's true, because I know some people, there's just some people say they use Coke, but it don't taste like Coca-Cola. Yeah. So I understand that. Now, for the businesses to be inspired, be encouraged concerning the BBB, it's not all negative. You are there to help them as well.
We are there to help the businesses, and so much of our alerts and information that we put out are sometimes on the consumer side. So the help that we're offering the businesses is sometimes, behind the scenes and not necessarily, people don't necessarily know about it. But we have we handle business to business disputes. We warn the businesses if there is, most recently there was a company in town soliciting sponsorships and ad space on an athletic poster. The company had an F rating, so they're still trying to get in the pockets of the businesses through sponsorships and donations and that kind of thing. So we send warnings out to our BBB accredited businesses when there's something like that going on, and they constantly call us as well, asking about credit card processing companies are sometimes a big issue for the businesses. You really have to be careful with those types of companies. So they call us and seek our advice as well. Just kind of in a different aspect.
Well, that's good to know that there is a balance per se for the consumer as well as for the businesses. And when I say businesses, I know, and individuals may not know that that includes charities.
Yes.
Not just a business as far as to make money, but nonprofits as well, being a part of your organization.
The nonprofits are evaluated on a national level
Okay.
against 20 standards for charitable accountability. On a local level, with some of our local charities, we have not implemented that yet, but it's soon. We're going to do that very soon. The standards for charitable accountability, we follow the money and we make sure the money is going where they say it's going, and look at their programs and services. Now, we don't evaluate the worthiness of a particular cause or charity, but we do hold them to 20 standards for charitable accountability.
Now the standards is not just something where, Monica's sitting at home going, I want to see this. No, I don't want to see that. This comes from the national level, doesn't it?
Yes,
Okay.
the Council of Better Business Bureaus is our umbrella organization, and they, our policies and procedures and operating standards and all of that come from Council. That keeps us all on the same page with respect to the BBB network. But yeah, these are not just standards I thought of overnight. They're proven they are proven standards, and we ask that the businesses and charity meet them. I feel like they're pretty basic, but you would be surprised the amount of businesses that do not qualify to be accredited with us.
Wow, that's news. Because you would expect, if you're in business, well, we expect people to do right and be right. But of course, that, goes across the board. Now, for the consumers to use your services is free.
Yes.
Okay. And then for the businesses to become accredited and become a part of the organization, there is a fee. And some may be, why is there a fee? Is this just your paycheck? Why would you reaffirm the need for the fee?
Yeah. We do charge a nominal annual fee to the businesses, and we have our reputation, and consumers can trust the BBB, and they can trust our BBB accredited businesses. And if we were doing anything underhanded that way, we would lose the trust. And that's our whole mission, and that's what we are built on. So we do hold our accredited businesses accountable, and if at any point they are not meeting our standards, the accreditation is revoked. So we take that very seriously. They are not going to get any special treatment with respect to complaints or anything like that. These accredited businesses are contractually obligated to the Better Business Bureau. They sign on the dotted line saying that they will resolve any issues that we present to them. And they sign that pre-commitment when they become accredited with us. It's not just a simple matter of paying a fee.
And that's good you brought out the fact that when they sign on the dotted line, that they are making a commitment, a covenant with you to say, you know what,
Yes.
we're going to take care of this. And that's good to know in business in general. Someone is in business, they're providing a service or whatever product they're providing, but to know that, with consumer, we're here for you. And that's what I'm hearing from you concerning the Better Business Bureau. Consumer, we're here from you. Business, we're here from you. Of course, charity, we're here from you.
Yes.
And that's great to know, especially during now when a lot of things are going on behind the scenes, people trying to get over. But thank God we have that. And one thing before we get ready to go to a commercial break, something as simple as general as the lemon law. A lot of individuals don't know this one little thing, and they try to apply it to everything else. And they may not even think it applies to the BBB, but we're going to talk about that as well as, whatever else is on your heart before we end the program. And we thank you for tuning in to Good Neighbors. Stay here to find out more about the Better Business Bureau, how you can better yourself in learning about the organization, as well as some things that the organization has for you to learn to help yourself as well as your community.